Gentlemen, and welcome back into another edition of Key Time Sports. It's Key Time coming back to talk about Game 6 of the 2025 NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. But before I get into Game 6 and what happened last night, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for Key Time Sports. And also hit that like, share, and subscribe button for my other show, Key City Sports, on Instagram. Make sure you do that. It don't cost you nothing. So just do it. Now, let's get to Game 6 of the finals, which happened last night. So starting off the game, the OKC Thunder they had a good lead on the Pacers. The Pacers missed their first 8 shots. They were very inefficient for the first 5 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden things turned for the worse in the Thunder's case. Now for the Pacers, I expected them to come into this game and have that home warrior mentality, meaning that protect home, and that's exactly what they did. Because from the time where it was 10-2 Thunder, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, if the Thunder can keep the Pacers at bay and keep a 10 plus point lead like they did in game 5, maybe, just maybe, they'll have a chance at winning game 6. But obviously that didn't happen. And the Pacers, they went on a 17-4 run late in the second quarter, and they were up by 18 at halftime. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what happened? Because the Thunder early in the second quarter, they made a three and they had the lead back. So I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, I'm like, something went on within those last 5 minutes of the second quarter, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, they were not able to recover. But one thing, just one thing that I can say about Oklahoma City Thunder, this was probably their worst game of the season. It was. So one thing that they have to do today, I know that they gonna watch film. Then tomorrow is gonna be walkthrough practice. Then Sunday it's gonna be a shoot around walkthrough practice. But today, what they need to do is they just need to just throw this tape in the trash. Just throw it in the trash. That's what they need to do, because this was not the same Thunder team that we have been used to seeing all season. If I was Coach Mark Danigout, I would say, hey fellas, we all know that we didn't play to our best of our abilities last night. But we got game 7 on our home floor, and we cannot lose game 7. It is everything is on the table in game 7. Put all your cards on the table in game 7, because this is the last game of the season, and you don't know if you're going to get back to the NBA Finals next season. You just don't. You just don't. So OKC, OKC, I noticed when it came to their scores last night, Chet Holmgren, he did not have a significant stamp on this game. He only had 4 points. Jalen Williams, 16 points. Isaiah Hartenstein, 10 points. Shea Gillis Alexander, 21 points. Lou Gaz Dort, 3 points. Bench production for the Thunder: Jalen Williams, 7 points. Dylan Jones, 4 points. Ozami Dean, Kenrick Williams, 3 points each. Alex Caruso, 0 points. Isaiah Joe, 11 points. Aaron Wiggins, 5 points. Cason Wallace, AJ Mitchell, 2 points each. For the Indiana Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 16 points. Aaron Naismith, 10 points. Miles Turner, 3 points. Andrew Nemhard, 17 points. Tyrese Halliburton, 14 points. Bench production for the Pacers: James Johnson, 0 points. Obi Toppin, 20 points. One of my X factors for the Pacers. Johnny Furphy, 0 points. Thomas Bryant, 4 points. Tony Bradley, 3 points. TJ McConnell, 12 points. Benedict Mathurin, 2 points. Ben Shepherd, 7 points. And basically, the Pacers, this was a rendition of game 3. Because their starters, they had outside of Miles Turner, the starters they had balanced scoring. They did. But when it comes to that bench production was great. And Obi Toppin led the charge when it came to the bench. See, that's why I've been saying throughout the entirety of this series, before the series started, I said Obi Toppin is one of the huge X factors for the Pacers, and he has been one of the X factors. So now, team statistics. Now, shooting percentage from the floor, both 41% for both teams. But what is the determining factor is the 3 point category. And I noticed last night that OKC, they had a bad shooting night. They were 8 of 30, 26%. Pacers 15 of 42, 35%. So both of them had a bad night. Both of them did. Free throws. Pacers shot less free throws. OKC made more free throws. Rebounds 46 to 41. Offensive rebounds +7 for the Pacers. Defensive rebounds +2. Assists +9 for Indiana. Steals +12 for Indiana. Blocks +1 for Indiana. Total turnovers. This is one of the reasons why the Thunder lost this game last night. They had 21 turnovers and the Pacers had 11. And what do I always say? When a team has severe turnover-litis, they are going to lose. And they did. Points off of turnovers, Thunder had 19 points off of turnovers. Pacers had 13. Fast break points. It was a lot of fast break opportunities for the Pacers, 22 to 11. So they had twice as many fast break points. Points in the paint, +10 for the OKC Thunder, 40 to 30. Largest lead was 31 points for the Pacers. This was basically a blowout. Thunder, largest lead was 8 points. And that was early in the game. That was during the first quarter. And then after that first quarter, the Pacers had the lead for the rest of the game. So now we get to game 7. Now, if I'm both of these head coaches, if I'm Coach Danny Galt and if I'm Coach Rick Carlisle, I am not changing my lineup. I'm not. I'm not. Because Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers, we already know that he is injured. But if I'm the OKC Thunder, I want to test Tyrese Halliburton in game 7. I want to get him moving around on that leg to try and get him to try and get his leg to go one way and his body to go another. I'm trying to put that pressure on to make them tough shots, because this is game 7 and it's do or die. It is. So one thing that both of these teams have had is good showings at home, and almost for the entirety of this series, every every home game, the home team has won, with the exception of game 1 and 4. But like I said before the series started, this would be a 7-game series, and it's going to a 7-game, and everybody is all for it. Is all for it. But one thing, since OKC is at home, the edge is going to them no matter what. The edge is going to them. And one other thing that I want to say, future outlooks is bright for the Thunder and the Pacers. Now, the Pacers, there's a possibility where they might not get back to the NBA Finals next season, but they will be in the thick of things come late April and early May of next season. I can already see that happening. Pacers could be the top 3 or 4 team in the Eastern Conference again. I can see that happening. And with that, those are my reactions to Game 6 of the 2025 NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified of all of my reaction videos, shows, and other content. We are also doing an expansion right here on YouTube, and we are doing an expansion on Instagram, Key City Sports on Instagram. Please like, share, comment, and follow and subscribe to Key City Sports on Instagram. Also subscribe right here on YouTube to Key Time Sports because we have a lot, and I do mean plenty of content that is in store. I'm going to say next month. I don't know what time next month, but next month we are going to do the series of NFL teams with plenty to prove throughout the 2025 NFL season. Yes, because there's a lot of teams that are on the docket that they either need to prove something or they can build off of last season. But that is for a later date and time. One last thing, everybody. Remember, the key is always on time.